you'll get a message, and then I'm going to share my screen. And we'll get started here. I'll move this over here. If anyone comes in. Okay. Okay, well, I mean, we had another 6 or 7 RSVPs for this, but people come in later, so, but we're here, so we're going to get started. So, thank you everybody for being on. I like to do these every other month, to, to kind of give a update on what's going on, especially for our new members, so you kind of know more about what we do. And you have questions throughout this, just stop me and let me know. But we're going to do a few things today. First, just a quick little history of the chamber, our vision, mission, kind of what we do, and then talk about the ambassador group, which is a great way to really amp up or get you in front of more people, especially during our events and such. The different services, once I get through the PowerPoint slides here, I'll go on our website and then the back office where you can access a lot of stuff, put in content that we could share, events, news releases, a whole bunch of stuff, how you can increase or improve your directory page, add pictures and videos and links and all that kind of fun stuff, and then just answer questions throughout. So before we get started, any burning questions you have? No? Okay. Well, like I said, if you do, just stop me and say, hey, what about this? Okay. Okay, just a quick little history. The chamber, if you didn't know, actually has been around since 1903. I haven't been, but the chamber has. But at the originally the chamber was the Glendora Board of Trade. So it didn't become the Glendora Chamber of Commerce until 1916. But in 1903, which was actually before the city was incorporated, because the city was incorporated in 1911, but the Board of Trade was in 1903, which kind of helped that process of incorporating the city. The Board of Trade even put out the first bond to put in the first water lines in town. And jokingly and seriously, a lot of those water lines, or some of those water lines, are still in use. They're probably a lot of the ones that leak. So, because they're over 100 years old. But yeah, so it began, as the Board of Trade in 1916, became the Glendora Chamber of Commerce. And so yeah, this next one, I just like to show it's all of our past chairs, which before 2011, they were the chamber president. 2011, we restructured. Now when I became the president, and now our board chair. So all these would be the chair currently. Our mission and vision. The mission of the Glendora Chamber of Commerce is to promote, connect, and grow. We used to have this real long mission statement that no one remembered. So we shortened it, three words, which pretty much any business could use: promote, connect, and grow. But we do it as we help promote local commerce, businesses, community events, promote the city. We connect you, the businesses, business owners, to the consumer, the residents, into government, and vice versa, to help our local economy and local city grow. So that's basically our mission. And our vision is to be that driving force for that work. The economic vitality, quality of life for the businesses, government, community organizations, schools. We do a lot of stuff with the school districts, which I have a slide on that earlier, or later on. We work with both school districts, Glendora and Charter Oak, and the citizens of Glendora and the visitors. Chambers used to be known as something, parties, parades, and pageants. That's kind of how people thought of chambers a long time ago, right? Have parties, network events, that kind of stuff, parades. And we still do a parade. We inherited that committee. And pageants. There was a Miss Glendora a long time ago, Miss Teen Glendora, different things. Now the pageant that we do is our car show. So the cars are the pageant. But now we think of ourselves as a catalyst for business growth, kind of a rebranding of chambers of commerce, which we're going to actually do more of this branding here in the near future. A catalyst for business growth, a convener of leaders and influencers who help make things happen, and a champion for a stronger community. Because if we didn't do this, this is our mission. This could be our mission statement. We're catalysts, conveners, and champions. But we use promote, connect, and grow, which I think kind of says the same thing. Kind of what we do, the different things. Member services, you are our members. You are the Chamber of Commerce. The Chamber of Commerce wouldn't exist without its members, its partners. We're here for information. I kind of think of us also as the concierge for the city. We are the 411 for the city. A lot of times, us and the library. The library probably gets more calls, but then the calls they get, they send a lot of calls up over to us too, and vice versa. We probably get calls for nearly every event in town, ours and things that aren't ours. So we're a place for information, promotion, through our, which I'll go over that in a bit, through our websites, social media, email blasts, and all that kind of stuff. Networking, that's the connect part of our mission, which I'll go over that momentarily. And then advocacy, which in my thought, advocacy is probably the most important thing that we do. Now, unfortunately, it's not what people join the chamber for, but we're actually going to beef up our promotion of the advocacy part, because it honestly is the most important thing that we do. Meeting with, I just mentioned a few minutes ago, on Tuesday, 3 of us from our legislative committee flew up to Sacramento, spent all day there talking with our representatives, in their office, because they're all up there currently, working on their bill packages and stuff. We're part of other legislative committees throughout the valley here, really, and through the state, through Cal Chamber. There's an area chamber legislative committee that we meet every month, and going over hundreds of bills that are currently in process just within the state of California. And there's some good stuff, but then there's a lot of what Cal Chamber calls job killers. And those are the ones we're really looking at, which is just adding on more regulation to businesses. And unfortunately, a lot of those bills, they design them for the big guys. People have thousands of employees and make hundreds of millions of dollars. But nearly all of those affect everybody else too, that don't have a HR department of 50 people, or their own legal department, and thousands of employees. A lot of the businesses that have 5 employees, 10 employees, get affected by some of these laws. So that's what we're very proactive, trying to help, tell our legislators, hey, this is going to kill us if you do this. So, and we're successful on a lot of them, and sometimes we're not. But we work with other chambers throughout the state with that, Cal Chamber, and then chambers locally here too. So, and other agencies. So just so you know, we're out there doing our best to help advocate for our businesses here. Okay, next one here. Advocacy, like I just mentioned, we work with these lovely groups here. Now, the federal Senate logo isn't here. We don't do a lot with them. You know, there's only 2 of them in California. We never see them around here, kind of a thing. But we do work with our House representatives, Judy Chu and Grace Napolitano. Their reps are around quite a bit. But we really focus on the state Senate and the state assembly, because those are the ones, those hundreds of bills that we've been reviewing and stuff, working good. And those are the 2 that I met with on Tuesday with Portantino and Rubio. And then LA County, very close with them. Our legislative rep in Glendora, Catherine Barger, or our LA County Supervisor, Catherine Barger, and even the assessor, Jeff Prang. We have a very close relationship with him too. So if you have, like, in regards to the assessor, if you have a property tax question, issue, residential, commercial property, or even business equipment assessment question, Mr. Prang's office is very easy to talk to, and there's been some successes. I mean, I think at one of our State of the Cities last year, someone had an issue, Mr. Prang was there, they connected, and it helped them out. So, and then the city, work very close with the city, great relationship with our council, the city staff. So we're doing that for you. And you can be part of those meetings too, that we meet every first Thursday of the month, which was on our calendar, which is for members only. So it's a benefit to our membership. Activities and events, as I mentioned, the pageant that we do is our car show. We do that with the Kiwanis Club. This is more just a community event. This year we are expanding it. We're going to push it south of Foothill 2, down to the police department. There will be no tickets to the event, so there's free entry. We're going to have additional booth space opportunities, where you can have booths, since we'll have more room, have more booth space, sponsorships, all that kind of fun stuff. So that is going to be August 19th, and we'll be getting a lot more information out shortly. So it's going to be a great event, and again, there's no tickets to enter this year. I finally got my way. Yeah, I wanted to do that for a while, but it's an expensive event to put on. So we're finally able to do it. Connecting, as you all know, we do, our coffee mixer, lunch mixers. We have more than 25 opportunities every year, plus education. We've done like business forums the last several months. Like this was one of the first ones, on crime prevention and stuff. And then last month we did security cameras and security systems. Coming up with one in July on banking, different safe banking, that kind of stuff. And then there's other ones, like I'm going to talk with Yolanda. We could do even more, business services and stuff here still too. So I love trying to provide as much education as I possibly can, which we do. Like you see the SBDC logo on the screen there. They provide stuff constantly, so we try to help get that stuff out too. Other things on this slide, our ambassador committee, which I'll talk about them in a second, meets every first Wednesday of the month. And then our legislative action right here, as it says, every first Thursday. Now the summertime, July, we don't have some of these because it's right around 4th of July. But yeah, lots of opportunities to connect if you have time in your busy schedules. Ribbon cuttings. Some of you have been to those. We do those for new businesses, anniversaries, and whatever you want to do one for. We try to do those during the week. Tuesday through Thursday is usually the best time before 12, like 10 o'clock. reason why we do that is not because I don't want to work on Saturday. That's not why. It's just that's when we can really get our legislative reps there. Because on the weekends, when the senator is in town or the assemblywoman, on the weekends, a lot of times they have their own stuff going on, so it's hard to get representation at the ribbon cuttings. It's not that it can't be done, but the biggest turnouts are usually Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 10:30 in the morning. So, but yeah, we have this, and with for ribbon cuttings, we request at least two weeks ahead of time, so we can put it on people's calendar. Let's see, move it on. State of the city. We just did this last month. This state of the city, for those that were there, was different than past state of the cities. Usually the mayor speaks, which you see Mayor Boyer there, which are when our mayors spoke as great presentations. But this year the mayor was more the MC, and the different directors of the city were the ones that gave the information. So this time, which people loved it, that have told me, we were able to hear the passion of the people doing the work, the feet on the street, in what they're doing. So, and it got a lot more information out. This was recorded. It's on our YouTube page. But we had the Jeff, the community development director, Moises, the assistant city manager. He's also acting public works director. The public works director retired, which I think they hired one since this. But then Adam, the city manager, Janet Stone, the library director, and then John Nagiri, community service, and then police chief Matt Egan. So everybody did great presentations and stuff. A lot of great information. So, and this event is usually in March. So. Then a few weeks ago, we did the state of the schools. Another great presentation, different than we've ever done it again. Because both of these, state of the city and state of the schools, for those that have been to one in the past, used to be together at the country club. And it was just so, imagine all these people speaking one event. It's just their presentations were like 10 to 12 minutes. They really didn't get a lot of information. Plus, you had to buy the lunch. And with the schools part, I always wanted to get the parents there, the students' parents. But lunchtime, parents are working. They don't want to spend $50 to go get a lunch to hear from their superintendent, kind of a thing. So we separated it. This one was in the evening at Citrus College. It was a great room for it, and it wasn't any cost. So the crowd was a little low, but it was the first time that we did it. But again, this was recorded too. So it is on our YouTube page and GlendoraStateOfTheSchools.com. So another great presentation. But we try to get these out to the community so you know what's going on. This, because there's a lot of stuff going on in all the school districts and the college. A lot of changes, a lot of needs. There's a lot of work that's being started, like for a Glendora Unified, looking for funding for different things. So lots of stuff going on. Any questions so far? No? Okay. Cuisines. We just had this past Wednesday. A lot of great food. I mean, it's just from what people have said to me, they had fun. This was the first live one, actually, like cuisines like we did before in several years. During the shutdown, and then a little bit after, we had more of a restaurant week. But some of the committee here wanted to do it like we did before, and to reintroduce it, and it turned out great. So I mean, it was lots of fun, and so we're doing a wrap up here probably next week or something to see how to continue it and make it even better. So for those that were there, thank you very much. Membership. Now, I mean, we have different levels of membership, right? Which you're all members. And but I'd just like to kind of go through this because there's ways to increase your membership level if you want, depending on what your needs are, what kind of marketing you want. You know, we have the basic membership you see in that first, which you pretty much get everything that we do with the basic. The enhance gets everything in the basic, plus ribbon cutting services and tickets to events. You kind of prepay at a discounted rate for all the mixer tickets, and then one installation and one holiday mixer ticket. Which this one, you actually save a couple $100. Like if you go to everything, you can actually save some money with the enhanced. And then the master marketers even more. You get everything in the enhanced, plus you get our second tier of our web advertising. So if you want logos on our homepage, on the chamber site, Glendora City News, Shop Glendora, and that type of stuff. You want logos with click, they'll click to wherever you want it to go. That's included in the master marketer. This package definitely our best value. You know, if you buy something best value, that it's definitely that one because you get all the web marketing, a lot of traffic, you know, through our website, but even more through Glendora City News, you know, because that gets a lot of traffic. So, but if you're interested in that type of information, just let me know. And there's also our president circle, which this is like master marketer, but it's even more tickets to events. You know, if you bring large parties, like you see on the bottom here, to cuisine, state of the city, state or citizen of the year, installation, all that kind of stuff. You know, the bronze, you get 4 tickets to everything, silver 6, gold 8, platinum 10. The 2 higher ones, gold and platinum, you become event sponsors to events, all that kind of stuff. You know, I mean, these packages do cost more, but they can be paid monthly, quarterly, all at once. But then it's also, if you are a business that you do a lot of the events, you're at all the major events, it's actually a cost savings. So, because ticket prices are going up, because our expenses going up at the country club when we do our events there. It's like everyone's expenses are going up. So these packages do save you money, and you get your logo on everything, and all the other programs on our marquee monitor here at the office, and all that kind of stuff. So there's a lot of great benefits for these. Any questions about that stuff at all? No? Okay. Ambassadors. I know Joanne is one of our ambassadors here, but which before I started working at the chamber, I was an ambassador of the chamber because I was a member of the chamber about 7 years, 7.5 years. And this is actually, this program, ambassador program, is actually where I got to know, and people got to know me around the community, because the ambassadors, as it says here, you know, provide a variety of duties in the chamber, and to help promote it. And when we're at events and stuff, they're up front, they're welcoming people. Maybe they're part of check-in, or they're doing different things, and up front, people know who they are. They get a cool name badge, and there's a special ambassador page. So it's another page on our website where they can put information. At our installation dinner at the end of the month, we're actually doing a ambassador of the year, so we'll be able to celebrate that, and a number of other things. So if you're interested in this, you can talk with one of our ambassadors, or you can talk with me, and yeah, you can do that. I don't know if anything you want to say about that, Joanne, at all, since you're on there. You're muted. To see your experience at all.
Yeah, I enjoyed being ambassador of the year. It helped me grow. And it helped me understand more about how Glendora operates and the businesses operate. I really enjoyed that. I enjoyed meeting the business owners, going out to their stores, welcoming them, and welcome them to the chamber. Some of them were past members already, but I really did enjoy meeting with them and talking to them. And I found out that they enjoy it as well when I come in. And of course, I always mention Josina, and they're like, "Oh yeah, I know Joe." So that opens up the topic of conversation. But I really enjoyed it, and I look forward to passing that on and helping the next ambassador of the year. Um, and I'll go out with her or him, whoever's going to be chosen.
Great. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I didn't mention that. Yeah, Joanne was our ambassador of the year last year. So, but yeah, Joanne does a great job with our
Thank you,
ambassador.
Joe.
Yeah, you do a
Thank you.
great job. And we have a great ambassador group, like all of them, all the ladies that are ambassadors right now. A lot of energy, looking forward to some great things to happen here.
Yes.
There's a lot of energy, so we're gonna get something done. Okay, moving on. Let's move over to the website. I'm gonna pull this up. Not that one. This one. Can you see our website now? Like our homepage? Yep. Okay. I'm sure you've all been on our website already, where there's a lot of information here. Like this first one right on, it's our community directory, that printed directory. Is out. There's an online version if you haven't clicked on it. Pretty soon they will be starting for next year's directory to see how people want to be in it, if we want ads and stuff. But you may have already got an email about it. They kind of jumped the gun and did it really early, but it is going to be in the process for the 2024. It was supposed to start at the end of June, but they're ready to go. So there'll be more about that. So, and on our website is a lot of information. Have different tabs up here where under chamber talks about the packages, benefits, joining, presence circle. If someone wants to do a ribbon cutting, they go to ribbon cutting ceremonies here, and they can fill out a form, put in some different dates and times. That's an easy way to do it. And then under directory, we can go to our business directory, and there's different categories. You can search business and that type of stuff. Member map, someone clicks here, you can see where our members are. We actually do have members in other states, but the bulk of them are right here. You can zoom in here. It just kind of shows where everybody's at, right? You can, if you click on one, it comes up like that. So all of our members are here, and they're all listed also. Then under organization, you'll find our board of directors. So if you want to know who the board is, they're there. The ambassadors, which we have to get some more pictures for our ambassadors, but see, there's Joanne there, got Catherine, Rhonda, and we also Sue, Kathy, Lisa, and Lauren. So great group. Like I said, lots of energy, which is good. Ambassador group need to have energy. It gets people excited coming to mixers and stuff like that. And then our advocacy part, you'll have legislative priorities, our representatives, city council, all that kind of fun stuff. And then under resources, lots of information there. If you want to know about the new trash rules, there's SB 1383. Everybody loves it. All the new cans in town is because of that, SB 1383. It wasn't just the city in Athens that wanted to spend a lot of money to do it. Demographics, city map, all that kind of stuff. And then the events. You can go to the chamber calendar, which I'm sure a lot of you have been there, kind of shows our different events where you can RSVP, or you can go to the community one, which this is where everything is. It comes up like this, but you can click different views of it, and it kind of shows everything that's going on that someone has put on the calendar. The chamber stuff is still in red, but then everything else, so you can kind of tell. We wanted to pull out the chamber stuff so you know where the networking is. Because sometimes this count would be so full you can't see anything of what we're doing. So but yeah, and this is where I'll show you in a second how you can put your events here yourself and so much more. So, and then also the member flyers where we promote, if you have a flyer, you have something that you want us to put out, we could put these here and there's no cost for it. You just get us the flyer, someone could do it and they click on it, which we got to go through a lot of this stuff. We need to do some more flyers, upcoming events, that kind of stuff. So as I put this together, so when we do our email blast, that there's an image, you click on it and it goes here, instead of having the email blast where we have 20 flyers on it, it's a mile long, because as you know, people don't go all the way to the bottom. So it's kind of a quick link to be able to see them all, and then people can come back and just see what's going on. So there's that. Now let me get into the back office here really quick as we finish up here. I promise this will be probably maybe 15 more minutes. So how do you get to the back office to be able to put your information on? It's really simple. If you haven't done it, you go to here, log into my chamber. This login will come up. And if you don't have a username and password, which I believe all of you do, just let me know. But you would log in, you put your username there. I have one saved. Now I'm logged in as my Rotary Club. I'm not promoting Rotary with this, but Rotary is a great place. It's just the one that I have that's just like everyone else's. So when you log in, you'll see this back office, and there's a lot of stuff you can do. There's different buttons on top here, and then there's all these buttons on the side. The first one, let's look at your information, your company information. So you make sure your directory page is full or up to date. So if you click on this one, company information, this comes up. And you have all these buttons on the side. Now this is where you can put the information. So when someone goes to your directory page, they know how to get a hold of you. Maybe there's some nice images that catch people's eye, links to certain things, like for travel, like for I'll show you where you can put different links. They're hot links. They'll go to different pages wherever you want them to go, upcoming trips or different things. Or whatever you do for your business, I'll show you how to do that. So this first one is just your organization stuff, mailing address, all that kind of stuff. Real simple. Whenever you do a change, just push save changes on the bottom. And then just go down the list. Under employees, this is where you can add more people to your directory list. So when they go to it, you'll see them all, and people can contact them directly if you want to do that. Or if it's just you, there's one. Or then like some of the other companies, they may have 4 or 5, one's for marketing, one's for sales, one's for events and different things. You kind of put whatever you like there. And if you want to add one, you simply just click add employee rep, put in the information. You can even give them login access so they can log in to update stuff for you. Say you have a marketing person that wants to can do this, or it also allows them to RSVP with their saved information to our networking stuff. So then after you do it, press save, but I'm going to cancel out since I'm not putting one in. Then the next one here, website information, probably the most important one, because this is where all the real information is. The first one, if you have this radio button selected, it just takes the information you have from your organization page and saves it here. But then you can go down here when I mentioned, the other links there, This one, you can put your social media links. So, and it has, LinkedIn, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. So when you go to the directory page, you'll see the icons on, which I'll go over that in a minute. All the icons, and it'll click through all your social media links. So you can put those there. And then this part here, you could put description to your business. Any, meta for search engine optimization, what you do there, search engine description, or search result description, sorry, your hours, driving directions. And then this was those hot links, they call them highlights, where you can put whatever text you want here and then a link to where you want those words to go. So, and then there's 5 opportunities for that. And then on the bottom, some keyword. So if someone does a search, even on Google's, this our directory pops up on Google a lot. There are some where this has come up before someone else has even their own website, type of thing. And for people that don't have websites, this comes up too. If someone searches the company name or some, realtor Glendora type of thing, it'll come up, especially with some of these keywords and stuff. So it is optimized and it does work. So you can think of this page as just another website for you. It's another landing page. So if you do any changes, press save changes, here, and then they'll be live. Okay. Any questions about that at all? No? Okay. Then the next one here, categories. This is how you want to be searched. Like I have Rotary under nonprofit organization and service club. So if someone goes to that directory listing with just the categories, we'll be on that page. But if we were an accountant, click accountant and click here. So you kind of go through whichever ones you fit. You can select those. We don't charge additional money to be on additional categories. Sometimes people do, but I don't do that. Now, don't go through and click, if you're not an art class, don't click art class, kind of a thing. But there's an opportunity to do that. And if there isn't one on there that you think would benefit you, just let me know. I can add them. If you have a special service and you'd like to have some directory listing, just let me know. I could put it on. So if you go through there, select it, press save. Real simple. Additional information. This one is more for the application at the beginning, so you don't really have to do anything here. Just moving along here, logos. This top one is a big logo you can have on the top of your landing page, and then a member logo, and then a search results logo. So you can put logos there, and you keep moving along. This is not rocket science, and you can't break it. So you just feel it, and it can be updated constantly too. All this kind of stuff. You can change your description. You can make it bigger, make it smaller. There is a text limit in the description and stuff, but like, and then these photos you can add. Manage a gallery. You can add photos, take photos out. All that kind of good stuff.
Joe, so if you're having an event and you want to put your flyer in your site, you can do that as well?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You could put the in the photos, it would be a JPEG. But then also remember, if you have that flyer, you can send it we can put it on the website on that the member flyers. That part I have to do, but you can put all what you want on here.
What if I have a YouTube or some type of a video? Can I upload something like that?
Yeah, that's what,
Or
under
you would have to do that?
No, under video here, if you have a YouTube video that you want displayed here, all
Mhm.
you have to do is put the YouTube link
Got it.
right there and then press save.
I jumped the gun. I should have waited.
Oh, no, no. Yeah, no, wait, so that's, no, it only allows one video, at a time. But yeah, but this is where you would do it. But then let me go to that Rotary page so you can see all the stuff I just talked about. So this was that top banner, the big one here. Now some people have, it could be longer. I just have the logo, the search report logo, although the social media links that we had down there. So someone can click there, it goes to the Facebook page. Map, hours, where we do, where we, I put driving direction, but it actually just shows where we meet. The about us, and then that YouTube link, you see how the video is here. And then those hot links or the highlights, that's how they would look. And then your gallery, which shows up there, and then the contacts. So this is what your page would look like, having all this stuff in it. So all this stuff we just went through is what it would look like. Now let me go back over here. I couldn't see it. So yeah, so when you put in that video, that's what it looks like on the other page. Map pin, just another, if you have a storefront, you want people to know exactly where you're at, you turn that on, Google Maps, and then it shows it. And then this last one, membership badge, this is where if you wanted to put this on your website to show you're a member, you just go here, click generate, and then you get this, and if you do your website or someone does, just give them this code, and then they put it on the website, and it'll link to here. So, any questions about that at all? I mean, you just kind of go through each button, fill in the blanks, whatever you want information at, and it'll be live, and you can keep it updated and that kind of stuff. But if you need help with it, just let us know, and we can help you out. The last two I want to go over. First one is the events. Got a button up here, or if you're on the home page, it's up here still. This is where you can look at all the upcoming events, and you can add your own or manage your events. So this is where if you're having a workshop, if you're selling, if you have an open house for a house, if you're selling a cruise, or if you're doing something, you can put these here, and all you have to do is click add event and just fill out just fill in the blanks. The title, if there's certain dates, if it's something that you're doing daily for a certain amount of time, weekly, every month, annually, you can set it up where it just puts it on the calendar for as long as you're doing it. The details, text, you could put links, that kind of stuff. Description, search description, the location, if you're doing a workshop, type of thing, date and time, any fees if you're charging, contact info, and then here, it's a community event, is it a workshop, type of networking, click whatever it is, any photos, you can put a lot of different things, gallery, you could put Google Map if someone goes to a location, like if you have a YouTube video that's promoting it, you can put the link there, and then you press either save as a draft if you want to come back to it, or submit for approval. The events, we have to just approve them to go live. It's kind of just a check, so just anyone in the world can put stuff on, and it may not be a good thing to put on. So we just have to approve it really quick. So you can do as many of these as you want. There's no charge for it. And please utilize it. You know, if you have events you want to put on, you know, go for it. And then if you have, but once it's up, I'm going to cancel that part. Let me go back over here. Now, let's say you have events, you can click on manage, and anything that's there will pop up, like past events, future events. You can modify them. Let's say something changed. This one here was a past event, so I can't really do anything, but I can copy it and redo it. Or if I had current events, which actually this reminds me, I have to put events on here for Rotary. You can change them, type of thing. So you can manage all your events right here. You don't have to have us do it. So, and please do as many as you want. The other one, which is real beneficial to members, is the news one over here. There's news releases, which is, you know, there's different things. There's hot deals where you want to put coupons, member to member deals, news releases. You could put job postings also, and then requests for proposals, which I'll show you that in a second. But news releases, you can click here, and then these are actually, I'll go back to our website. They actually get populated on our homepage right here. And then also this is where I get content to put in our e-news, our emails. So you can put these as much as you want. So if you have story, like if you have finance, like Shelley, if you have financial advisor stuff, new laws coming out, it's something you want people to know that gets them to your website or your services to give you a call. This is where you can put it. It's an education source, or press releases, or you know, selling a trip, or so, you know, anything you want to do really. And you simply just go up to add news release. And again, with this, there is no cost for it. There's no additional cost for it. You just go up here, put a title. You can publish several of these, but have them release future dates in the future. So let's say you had 5 articles you want to put on, and you took 15-20 minutes and you set up all 5 to go out maybe weekly, or every other week, or every other day, or whatever you want to do. And you just put in those dates here, the content, you know, whatever you want to do, text. What I like to do, like when I get an article, let's say it's an article from Cal Chamber, I'll put a part of it, you know, with their information, and then read more, and goes to their website, you know, mostly for like upcoming laws and stuff like that. So if I'm using someone else's stuff, so they get all the credits, all, you know, people know it's them, but then it goes to their website. Or if you have something, what I would do, if you have an article or something on your website, put a short synopsis of it, maybe the first paragraph, read more to your website. So then you can use ours as just that launch to your page, because you want the, you know, I'm sure you want the client on your website. So we're just use ours as kind of that launching, that platform, just to get them to you. So you put that here, any kind of description you want. There's different categories. You can put an image for search result. And then if you click here, you click the drop down, whoever is in your contacts will be there. And if I do that, it will just have where the email goes to if someone does a contact. Now, if you've noticed on our site, everyone's email isn't listed. It's a contact form. In the past, chamber websites have been notorious for people to go and farm emails and stuff. So we got rid of all that. It's all contacts. Now, one thing too, chamber websites are out, you know, other sales places, they farm our, you know, get our phone numbers and call. They may say they're calling from the Glendora Chamber of Commerce. I mean, it happens all the time. yeah, we have this service. Yeah, the chamber sent it, we're calling for the chamber. So that kind of stuff happens too. So if you ever have any questions about that kind of stuff, you know, there was one, someone said they called, I forget what it was, but it was a weird thing. It's like the chamber selling steaks of, like steak subscriptions to like the beef steaks, it's like, we don't sell steaks, but the chamber sent this, kind of a thing. So, but yeah, we can't protect the phone number unless you don't want one on there, but we try to protect the email. So for your news, put these on, save for approval. We approve these ones too. And then just, please use it. It'll help you, and it also helps me get content to add in our emails. So it'll just be another link to you. So, whatever you want to do with the news releases, please do. And again, there's no extra charge or anything like that for it. So, any questions about that?
I do, Joe. How long is the turnaround time for it to get approved? Like if you put something on today and, how long does it take for the office to approve it and release it?
We look for them constantly. Usually it's really, really fast. It is almost, within a few minutes. Now, I mean, there are times like if someone did something on Wednesday, may not have seen it till Thursday because of cuisines and all this kind of stuff. It's just kind of hectic, but usually within a couple hours, but if you do have an event, let's say you're putting an event on and it's for tomorrow, don't put it on Friday, or don't, try to do it a little bit ahead of time, because if there is a lag for some reason or another, but yeah, I try to do them as fast as possible. Sometimes
Okay.
sometimes it's within minutes, so
Okay,
yeah.
thank you.
Sure. Let's see, I'm going to stop the sharing here so we can just see each other. Any other questions? Or I mean, we're here to try to help you, do as much as we possibly can, and a lot of tools to be able to get the information out. As I mentioned, our directory is on multiple websites. It isn't just on the chamber site. It's on the Glendora City News. It's on Shop Glendora. It's even on the Glendora Coordinating Council, chamber site, and stuff. So people don't just have to go to the chamber to see your information. They go to several different places. So, but yeah. So it's 10:58. So I wanted to be respectful to your time, but any other questions or anything? No? Okay. Well,
No,
thank you.
You're very thorough. You were very thorough.
Great. Thank you very much. And, thank you for your time. Thank you for being part of the chamber, the best part of the chamber. I mean, I honestly say that. I'm not just saying it. But we like to have fun here. And I'm always looking for ways also to make things better. I kind of have the manufacturing background where that continuous improvement. I don't like things to be stale and just do it because we've always done it. So I mean, if you have an idea, you think, this doesn't work anymore, or this isn't what people are looking for now, let me know. Let's talk about it. Let's make things better. If something for your specific industry, because everybody on this call markets their industry a little different, because some stuff work for realtors that don't work for other things. Don't work for Chick-fil-A selling sandwiches. So, but yeah, because I mean, as you all know, things are changing a lot, and they've changed just even since COVID stuff. So, but yeah, so the door's always open, and we're a bit, well, during the week it's open. So, okay. Well, thank you very much, everybody. And if you have any questions, just let us know, and have a great weekend.
Okay, thank you, Joe.
Hey, we'll see you.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.